Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Achtung Millwall, number one Millwall podcast. My name is Nick Hart. Now this season, as you all well know, we are in partnership with a wonderful board game, football quiz game called Pundit Games. You can find them on their website, punditgames.co.uk. You basically answer a series of football related questions to score goals versus your opponent, whoever that may be, your loved one or significant other or mates or whoever you like. It's a really good game, wide range of football genres, and I'm going to illustrate that for you today by giving you a little taster question from their Football League section. Now, personally, listeners, I find their Football League questions the hardest. A lot of them are teams, or players probably, better way to put it, that I don't have an intimate knowledge of. So I'm going to try you out on this one. It's a really tough question in my opinion, and if you get this one, then well done to you, because I didn't not have a clue. So this is a Trinidadian striker who had spells in Scotland and Welsh football before he came to England. He was prolific at Swansea between 2007 and 2009, scoring a goal every other game. And in the process, he won the League One Golden Boot for 2007 to 2008. Top scorers in 2007-8. He topped the list. Mr. X. Above Jermaine Beckford for Leeds, Nicky Forster for Brighton, Nicky Maynard at Crewe, and Danny Graham at Carlisle. So he scored 24 goals in League One, 2007, 2008, and nationality is Trinidadian, from Trinidad. I didn't have a clue, listeners. I will read out the answer to the question after today's show. I'm going to take you now to the coverage in-game stream of consciousness from last night's home loss versus Blackburn Rovers.
You're listening to Achtung Millwall, broadcasting from the beautiful South Birmingham. Accept no substitute.
Hello, good evening and welcome, dear listeners. Welcome to Tuesday night football here at the Den. It's a cool evening, hint of dampness in the air. Nights are starting to draw in. It's that kind of evening here in South Birmingham. So you join me, Nick Hart, here in Block 1 for the visit of Blackburn Rovers tonight, wearing a lurid fluorescent green number, all fluorescent green, which is a novel kind of kit, I suppose. The Lions will be wearing their normal dark blue and white. Team news for you, dear listeners. I'm going to presume this is some kind of 4-3-3 style formation, I'm guessing. But in goal tonight, we're going to think it's a back four, I believe, of Joe Bryan, Jake Cooper, Wes Harding, Brooke Norton, Cuffy. Then I'm guessing a three-man midfield of Ryan Longman, Billy Mitchell returning to the team, starting 11 tonight, Casper De Noor. Then the attacking three of Zian Fleming and Idemo Marku and Tom Bradshaw. So 5 months on from that nervous breakdown that we had against Blackburn back in May the 8th to be precise. We faced them again with a bit more of attacking intent. We're going to find out. It's the home debut of Adam Barrett in his temporary position of manager, filling in between the dearly departed Gary Rowett. Are you missing him yet? I don't know if anyone is, but still, maybe Jules Saville, as someone posted the other day. Jules Saville possibly is missing him. Is it the dawn of the Adam Barrett era, or is it going to be Kevin Muscat, who sits astride the Victor betting market, closely followed? He's at 2-1. I checked this before I came out for you, dear listeners. 2-1, Kevin Muscat. John Eustace 3.5 to 1, 7-2, 3.5 to 1. Where did I get that from? And then the rest. I think it's between Muscat and Eustace personally. We shall see. Or Adam Barrett with 9/10 of the law, saying that he's in possession of something has the advantage. Anyway, we're lining up now for a minute's applause for Bobby Charlton, which I'm going to join in with, dear listeners. One of my favourite players as a youngster. True legend of the game, World Cup winner, European Cup winner. So excuse me for a minute, dear listeners.
He also famously helped inspire England to the 1966 World Cup triumph, a year in which he was also named Ballon d'Or winner. Ladies and gentlemen, as the nation mourns the loss of one of the game's greatest icons, we invite you to celebrate his life and achievements with a minute's applause, which will end on the referee's whistle.
Picture of Bobby Charlton up on the main screen here for listeners. Minutes applause, nice. I think I prefer that to a minute's silence, don't you? They never work. Minute's silences always give some arse the chance to acquire an unwanted audience. But when it's applause works, yeah. Whole stadium applauding, listeners. Nicely done, Millwall, as ever. So it's going to be Blackburn attacking the Coldblow Lane ends. Millwall, of course, as per the Venerable Bede's instructions, listeners, will be attacking the away end in the first half, as per the writings of that 9th century monk, Venerable Bede, at Jarrow Monastery. Written in Old English. Probably veered into the Anglo-Saxon on occasion, a bit like Millwall. Anyway, Blackburn to kick us off, whilst I waffle on, and away we go. Den has a capacity to fill up, but it was quite sparse 5 minutes before kick-off. It was looking like just a very low attendance, but it's kind of about half full now, I'd say, which is not bad given where we were 10 minutes ago. I was looking on Wikipedia at the Millwall section. It was one of my habits in my life, as you look at the Millwall section of various articles, and some waggons put Dean Smith in as our manager. I think unless they know something that we don't, probably wouldn't be a bad choice. I know whatever you say in this subject, people say, oh, we don't want him, or we don't like him, you know. This is Billy on a run wide right. He's just been clipped, so it's a free kick from Millwall. I think he was lucky there because he pushed it beyond the midfielder, Blackburn midfielder, the 7, and it was getting away from him, but he managed to get himself clipped, so we win a free kick just right of centre, about halfway inside the Blackburn half. Joe Bryan, who I thought played well on Saturday up there at Preston. Obviously Zian Fleming took the plaudits. Ida Marku won the man of the match. I saw that on the club's Twitter page, voted for by the fans, I would presume, but that was good to see. I wonder if we can do anything with our set pieces. We're a bit critical of our set piece work up there at Deepdale. This is Joe Bryan on the right side of centre. It floats it in, it's deep, bouncing around. It's Jake Cooper there, there's Idemo. Oh, he's gone for the goalkeeper, 1-0. Wes Harding! Wes Harding from close range. Nice finish from close range. Goalkeeper let it slip through him. That was a howler by the Blackburn goalkeeper. Wes Harding, Mill lead it 1-0. First attack of the game. That's got the crowd on their feet. 3 minutes into the game. I say I'm getting old and silly. 63 yesterday. How about that, listeners? I'm still got my faculties. I just can't recognise people at distance. A defensive howler by the goalkeeper. I mean, it was a close range header. The ball was going straight up, and Harding caught it at close range. Got it on target. Did well to do that, but the goalkeeper let it go straight through him. You'll see all this on the highlight reel, of course, tomorrow. It's good to be leading. Let's hope we can maintain that lead. Remember the way it went back in May. Free kick. I was looking at comments by the Blackburn manager, John Dahl Thomason. He says that we know Millwall are a good team and are a team that can be extremely dangerous with their direct play, he says. They're dangerous from corners, set plays and transitions. He hasn't watched us this season, has he? We know they can be intense. We know they're good at winning balls back, and we know they can be extremely dangerous. He hasn't seen us at all, clearly. The assistant, this is the bit that struck me, the assistant. This is Adam Barrett, the assistant. The ball worked through. This is the 8 on the edge of the penalty area. Nice defensive play there. Who was that? That was Joe Bryan. The assistant took over their last game against Preston and they got a draw. I don't think they will be changing that much because the assistant has been involved with the manager before. He clearly knows his Millwall. John Thomason. 6 minutes in, listeners. A little bit of loose play there by Norton Cuffey, almost allowing a free ball there for Blackburn, but he gets tugged when he was on the run. The referee pulls play up when the advantage rested with Brooke Norton Cuffey on the run there. What a prick. Referee strutting away with the air of a Gruppenführer in occupied Belgium. This is surging on Billy Mitch. The long one overlapping on the right. It's a ball into the box. That's put behind for a right-sided corner. Nice move. I thought on Saturday, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, listeners, that we played with a certain lightness of spirit, like a great weight had been removed from our shoulders, especially in the first half. We had some really nice passing movements. The goal obviously was the standout moment with the ball forward from Casper de Noord finding Zian Fleming, who slammed it home with aplomb. I just thought we played with a little bit more freedom. Second half, yeah, not so much, but I think there's been a weight removed, a presence like the ghost or something. You know, the ghost of Rowett past has been removed, exorcised perhaps. The 8 has the ball now. It falls rightwards. This is offside, surely. 7 worked it leftwards. Good work there by Norton Cuffey. Does really well there. Brook Norton Cuffey. There was a moment where the 7 was through. It's pretty central. He managed to push him leftwards. Nice work there, Brook Norton Cuffey. He takes a little bit of criticism, not least from the likes of myself. Never even played for Castlecombe School, listeners. But his defensive work gets a little bit of criticism from time to time, but that was really good. 8.5 minutes in. Some good early moments. I mean, there's been more entertainment in this opening 10 minutes. We're coming towards the 10th minute now than we've seen in a long time at the Den. Ball breaks, is Remarku surging forwards on the left side. Into the box, he gets clipped, nothing given by the referee. You can hear the roar of the crowd. They thought that was a clip on Remarku. I thought it was. Whether it was inside the penalty area, another question, but it was certainly a foul. Referee gives nothing, the slag. 13 minutes, come towards 14 minutes. We're looking a lot brighter, listeners, it's got to be said. We are maybe prone to a little bit of space at the back, but that's going to be the price of being more attractive going forwards. I'll settle for it, personally. They play the modern kind of triangular passing style. Caused us all sorts of problems back in May in the second half, but I think that was more of a mental collapse by the Millwall team that day. With I've still to this day maintained that the enormity of the stakes on the table, 3-1 up at half time, led to a collective mental collapse. Nothing else explains it for me that day. As quite a few have said on various articles and posts. It was probably should have been the logical end of Gary Rowett at that point. He chose to stay on. Then we had the summertime with John Berylson's tragic passing, and it all felt a bit like keeping something alive that had died that day. That's the right expression. Should have gone then, shouldn't he? Don't you agree, listeners? What do you think? I think Harry got it right on one of our conversations prior to Gary Rowett going. We were like a loveless marriage. Staying together for the sake of the kids, and the kids weren't fussed anymore because they were grown up, all gone to uni, that kind of thing. They're all playing some nice passing movements of their own. Hey, we can do it too. The ball wide now from Tom Bradshaw. Ryan Longman on the right, jinking down the right side, ball into the box. There's no one there, unfortunately. Story of the season, taken by the goalkeeper. Nice move though. 21 minutes, halfway through the first half, roughly. Lions leading by an early chance. Probably been even Stevens largely since. I mean, there's no real clear-cut chances for either side. Blackburn's possession style. But we've played some nice stuff ourselves. Here they come though, on the number 4, come down our right side. The 11 now, on the right side of the box. It's gone in and there. One each, come off of, rebounded off of central defender there. Harding, one each. Very slow, looks like a very soft goal. Sort of conceded, listeners, all in slow motion, a long way away. That was very sloppy. Ball in from the right side, time and space being given to Blackburn, and the ball seemed to cannon off a couple of feet and go in the net, very in slow motion. Very strange, 1-1. Well, one of the questions I pose to myself, listeners, is this the dawn of an Adam Barrett era, or is he keeping a seat warm for Kevin Muscat or A.N. Other? I think at the moment he's keeping it warm for A.N. Other. It's harsh to judge it so soon, I know, but that is football, isn't it? It's a results business, and you're straight into the hot seat. So that's the nature of the beast. That can change though. It's going to be a free kick for Millwall. No, free kick for Blackburn against Ryan Longman when he was the man that was hustled over. Go figure. Apparently we've just lost our head of performance and health. Did you know we had one, listeners? Bloke called Dave Carolan. He's mutually agreed to leave the Lions, like Gary Rowett mutually agreed to leave the Lions. So did Dave Carolan. He was head of performance and health, and there was a picture posted of him looking off to the distance, which I, in my waggish way, speculated might be him looking wistfully at the line of injuries to getting to the clinic at Calmont Road. But yeah, I didn't even know, I'd never heard of him before. He's left us, he's posted online, and so have the club. Mutually agreed being the catchphrase of the season, says Simeon. I agree with you, Simeon. Just incidentally, I was speculating whether the pigeons have mutually agreed to shit on my seat, but no, they've mutually agreed to withdraw their defecation today. It's all clean, which is good news, listeners, isn't it? Good news for me, anyway. 30 minutes. And 4 looks like he's shaping for a long throw. In it comes, looping, it's bouncing around, it's wangled through to the right side. A little back heel shot on goal. That's a good save, I think, by Belkowski. Moved fast there, so I think that was a good reflex save by Bart. It gives Millwall a chance to break. This is Billy Mitch. Zian Fleming. Surging run, Zian. Bradshaw moving, Zian takes a shot, he takes a deflection. Gone from right-sided corner. Blackburn fan doing something, I don't know what he's up to, listeners. You're going to have to find out from other sources on that front. 31 minutes, right-sided corner. Joe Bryan to take it. Floats it, it's a curling one into the goalkeeper. He punches it clear in a modern style. They don't catch it anymore, do they? This is Zian. Good strength on the ball. Left side. Jake Cooper acting as a winger. He's put the ball into a dangerous position, actually. Onto the head of Idemo, over the bar. Nice cross. Ironic cheers as Brooke Norton-Cuffy draws a free kick. He's being hustled from behind by the 7 now. Been having that all game. And the referee finally sees an offence in it. Not a huge amount of fizz in this game, listeners. So far, I'm not talking about Neil. I'm talking about fizz with a double Z. Both sides are trying to play their own style to some extent, and both sides are being sloppy. 34 comes towards 35 minutes in. Obviously both goals have a touch of fortune about them. Our one in that the goalkeeper let it go through him, and their one in that we let it go through our ankles. It looked from memory, I haven't seen it back since. Two fairly mundane sides. Blackburn of course came into the game in 15th position. Let's have a quick look at the table. Yeah, Blackburn 15th, Millwall 14th, both on 16 points. Both, we were -2 goal difference, they're on -3, so both teams much of a muchness, and I think that probably sums up the evening's proceedings so far, in truth, for me. There's a nice little 1-2, Ryan Norman through on goal. What can he do? He's just taken away, he's going to go for a corner, right-sided corner. He's trying to work the penalty there. It's gone for a corner on the right. Nice move, actually. 1-2 with Casper De Noor. Right-sided corner, 37 going towards 38 minutes. I did say on Saturday after the Preston game that one area we really do need to up our game is set pieces. We obviously have traditionally looked to Jake Cooper, but it seems to be fair game now to hold him and rugby tackle him. We've got to find something else. In comes the corner, it's punched away by the goalkeeper. Ryan Longman can't quite work it back to Brian, and Blackburn will bring away. Bit of a waste, in truth. 38 minutes. Some loose balls from Mill, giving the ball back to Blackburn. And as they've shown, if we give them space, which we are, they can hurt us. That was taken away at the last hit by Wes Harding. There's a collective going downstairs going on. It's been that kind of half, listeners. We're 43 minutes into what has been a fairly mundane half of football in truth. 1-1, obviously. Both teams having a touch of fortune about their goals. Millwall early on with Wes Harding, and then that equaliser which seemed to come off a couple of our players to go into the net. I'll have to see that again. I mean, I'm going from my hazy memory. This is Millwall forcing the pressure at the Blackburn end though. They will get it clear. I think it's going to be the 5 that's they try and pass their way out, which is a dangerous way, but they do it well enough there. 44 minutes now, ticking towards, they're on the break. Norton-Cuffy cutting out the ball there nicely. So it's not exactly been a thriller. The chewing gum's lost its flavour, as Adam and the Ants used to say. It's put into touch by Joe Bryan on the right side at 44 minutes. Blackburn coming down the left side. Let's deflect across. It falls to the 8s. He's put it over the bar from a tight angle, tight left. I think the referee is given a goal kick there. 1 minute of extra time, added time. Drifty feel to the game so far, listeners. So I think everyone will be glad to get into half-time and have their cup of tea, and Millwall need to raise it. We've shown no vim or pizzazz, really. Lots of casual play, but we don't have any on-field leadership to really force us forward. So I think we need some presence, some on-field presence that's going to drive us forward more, because at the moment it's got a drifty 1-1 or possibly 1-2 to Blackburn feel about the game as we tick down to the last few seconds of the first half. That presence being Jules Saville for me. There it is, half-time, 1-1. And we'll be right back after these messages, dear listeners.
Achtung, Millwall.
Welcome back, dear listeners. Blackburn have entered the field, waiting for the Lions at the moment. Just perusing through a few messages and posts on Twitter. One caught my eye from Dan Wall. I liked your thoughts here, Dan. Good start, but it feels like every single team in this division are so much better on the ball than us, so laboured most of the time. Yeah, there's no pizzazz at all in that first half from our point of view, dear listeners. I do agree that some of the spectators were fit enough. I mean, that's been mentioned before now. Doug in Sweden here says both goalkeepers doing their best Jules Long impression. That's I don't know if anyone saw Jules Long's contribution on Saturday, but he hasn't changed. Blackburn are only causing problems by our inability to cut out crossfield passes or dribble out defence. We don't look really dangerous, says Doug. Feels like the ghost of Gary Rowett is lurking. I do agree. I was in Mexico. Doug's in Mexico, not in Stockholm. Oh, it's raining out there. Well, anyway, second half. Millwall will be attacking a Coldblow Lane in the second half. We need to raise the tempo. I thought we looked very mediocre, really, in that first half. What can we do in a second? Let's see. But they do seem to play that passing style with more confidence than we do, listeners. 49 minutes. It's going to be the ball in from the right side. It's to the 11. It's time and space. What backheel pass that's fired in. That's somehow like a pinball table there. It backs and falls across our penalty area, and Hove Clear was still under the cosh here. They've got the ball back inside their own half. But the Lions living on their nerves at the moment, listeners. We need to raise it. At the moment we're looking drifty. Quickly taken throw in, and Marco on the left side. He gets clipped. Free kick Millwall. So Joe Bryan free kick, 50 minutes, left side. Shoots ambitious. In it comes, it's flighted low, it's bouncing across the Blackburn penalty area with no Millwall real presence in there. It was a different idea, but it didn't find any blue shots. But now here come Blackburn on the break. They've got 2 against 1 at one moment here. Norton Cuffey. This is Marku tracking back. 2-1. Fired in from the edge of the penalty area by the 2. Torn apart. So I've got a player down injured on the far side. Looks like it's Joe Bryan. He's very tentatively standing up. He don't look like he's going to continue, to be honest, listeners. I'd be surprised if Joe Bryan continues. So a real belly blow, conceding a goal on the break, and now Joe Bryan looks like he's hobbling out. There's got the free Murray Wallace coming in to replace him. 52 minutes. It's Mill straight onto the attack. This is Zian on the left side. Denor still on the left side. Zian takes his man on. He puts the ball into the box. Flick header at the near post, punched away by the goalkeeper. That's better Millwall. Left-sided corner. 53.5 minutes. This is Roman Esse on the left side. Ball fired in. Left side corner. Bit of intent at last. 54 minutes. This is Blackburn now pressing forwards. It's good work by Hardy. It falls wide right to the 24, though. This could be game, set and match. That's a great block by Bart on the line. Millwall do or die defending there. Somehow it rolls through. It's still on the right side. Ball back into the box. Bart again performing miracles on the goal line. Millwall surviving by the skin of their teeth, listeners. 59 minutes. Bloody hell. The ball forwards from SA towards Marku. The goalkeeper's come out to tap it to his defender. Crowd getting behind the Millwall side now, though, listeners. Blackburn do look dangerous on the break, listeners. And obviously we're pressing forwards now, trying to search for the equaliser, which will give them space. Marku chasing down the goalkeeper. Getting applause for that. The crowd will appreciate the effort, and Mill do win the ball back. Midfield, this is Zian, this is Roman Esse. He's got Marku overlapping on the right side. What can he do? Jinks into the box. That's going to be a right-sided corner. That's much better Millwall. Bit of spirit now, listeners. You can hear the crowd responding to it. 65 minutes. Nice 1-2. Find space for Roman. There's a little floaty ball into the box. Just floats just wide left. Much better Millwall. 67 minutes. Halfway through the second half, we're looking livened by the introduction of Roman Esse and now Jill Saville. It's almost like the solution to the problem was there all along. It's just been revealed to Adam Barrett. He's expressed his interest in the job, of course. You know, he's made 1 or 2 interviews which are fairly obvious pitches for the job. He is listed on probably the outside, bottom half of the top choices. Whether he's doing enough at the moment to give him the job is questionable for me. He needs to throw off the shackles of Gary Rowett, that's for certain, if he's going to have any shot at all. There was talk of Kevin Muscat. Who knows what to expect from Kevin Muscat? He comes quite highly recommended via Ange Postecoglou at Tottenham. But who knows what to expect of him? I mean, word online is that his teams are has been successful in Japan, but with a passing style, possession style. I think a lot of people still remember the physical side of Kevin Muscat, so who knows what to expect from him as a manager. This is Fleming, blasts it into a lime shirt over there. Mill fighting for the ball well, and the referee can't wait to blow the whistle. Hear the outrage around the den, listeners. 69 minutes. Breaks play up there. Mill working hard, trying to press Blackburn in the second half. They're just about holding the ball on at the moment. They're quite good at it. I will give them that much. It's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper as we go past 70 minutes. But Millwall really working hard to find this equaliser, which is to the credit of the side. Honeyman now on the left side. He's got Wallace inside him. That's going to go for a corner. Left-sided corner. Bringing the Den into play. I haven't heard that for a long time, listeners, with the Den getting excited with the attacking play that they're seeing. This is to Adam Barrett's credit. His CV goes up and down like a yo-yo in my world, listeners. And it comes near post. That's near post header from Tom Bradshaw. It must have got stopped on the line there. It was so fast I couldn't tell you, listeners. We've looked at different prospects since the introduction of Roman Esse and George Saville in more recent minutes. Ball into the box. That's into a little melee, listeners. Little flick header. There was Tom Bradshaw, and there was I think it was Harding on the far post there, from what I could tell. Banks of lime green shirts in front of us, listeners. We've got to try and unpick the lock. This is Roman Esse. If anyone can, he can. There's a ball floated into danger there. Brilliant bit of skill there by Esse. He gives it to Norton Cuffey on the right side. It's going to go for a throw-in, Millwall. 74.5 minutes. It's going to be a long throw from Wes Harding, and it comes near post. It's bouncing around. Too many lime shirts in there, listeners. Ball down the channel, left side for Blackburn, the 10. Be good night Vianetta if they score here. That's onto the crossbar by Bart Bill-Cosby. Has a great save onto the crossbar from close range. The 8 roughly on the penalty spot as they came down our left side. Fired in at Bart Bill-Cosby, managed to get a tip to it and pushed it onto the crossbar. Ball's bouncing around, it falls through into Bradshaw, it goes tumbling. No penalty? That was a penalty, surely. Ball ran through to Tom Bradshaw. They're not going to show that on the screen here, listeners, so I can't. My immediate reaction was it looked like a penalty as he went tumbling through. 89 minutes, here comes Jake Cooper across the halfway line. He finds Casper Donor, central. He's threaded a beautiful pass through to Roman Esse's cross comes shot was weak. big moment there. The men coming into the box. Beautiful pass by Casper De Noor, listeners. There it is, Millwall 1, Blackburn 2. Again, Millwall relinquish a lead. Very flat, hot first half for me. A large slice of that game. Really, we looked very mediocre. We looked a lot better once the talent came in, as I call it, Romanes, H.L. Saville. But in the end, we just weren't quite able to unpick a massed Blackburn defence. Very much a sense for me of giving 3 points away. And I'm not sure that that's going to help Adam Barrett's cause any. So anyway, there we are. Time to go home, I think. Millwall 1, Blackburn Rovers 2.
Achtung, Millwall.
The answer to today's pundit.co.uk Pundit Games question, dear listeners. Football League question, tough one. I thought really tough, to be honest. But it does give you a taste of the range of questions. They make no pull no punches, and they make no compromises. So anyway, this was a Trinidadian hitman. Spells in Scotland and Wales before he came to England. Prolific at Swansea in 2007 to 2009, scoring a goal every other game, and in the process being the League One Golden Boot holder for 2007 and 8. 24 goals for Swansea 2007-8. If you get this one, you're very, very good. I didn't get it. The answer to the question is Jason Scotland. Jason Scotland. Beat me, to be absolutely honest. Do check out punditgames.co.uk. Makes a great Christmas present for the football head in your life. Thank you for listening, dear listeners. More coverage of Preston in our Part 2 edition to come.